Who was it now?
You can't.
Which one?
Fred, Frank, or Fred, Ed, and Pepper. And Clyde was over here too to see what he could get.
Eddie. The fuck you doing, man? All right, let's see if we can share this thing. Only this dog could come in from the outside with fucking leaves hanging out of his drool. Guten Tag, guten Tag, guten Tag. Help get your boy out of a algorithm funk and tap the fuck out of the screen, please. Can anybody even hear me? What do you think? Another day, another mess. What does that mean, Cody? Thank you, Strawberry. Appreciate that. Dunzo?
Yeah.
Some cat food.
Oh, okay.
And then go fuck around in there for a while. Hope you're having a great day. Yes, indeed. Meow. Ed. Come here. Oh. Your order has substitutions.
Just my pickles.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes, he is a big cat. He's this is my wife's cat. This is Eddie Van Halen. If I were going to label any of our cats a biter, I would label him one, but he's not really a biter. He just, if you roll him the wrong way or touch him the wrong way, he'll give you a little fuck you nip. Frank. Come here, Frank.
You showing me your chicken nugget?
Mm-hmm. This is my cat. This is Frank.
Love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Go ahead.
Oh, he's running for your room. This is Frank, otherwise known as Franklin, otherwise known as Frankenstein, or the Frankenheimer. He's not a biter unless you're a string, and then he'll gnaw the shit out of you. Let me get your eye booger, and then you can go. Oh, they're not for sale, my cats. My wife would sell them to you, especially our black cat and our calico cat and our tuxedo cat. The three that you haven't seen, she'll sell you those. And you don't even have to offer her $150.
Nope. Or do I need to come to drop them off?
What time are they coming tomorrow, hon?
11:30?
Okay. And you think you're going to be spending almost every day at your mom's? Eddie, come on. Don't do that.
I mean, I have to do the binding on the quilt. I have to do the party favors.
No, and it's no worries.
No, I'm verbalizing what I need to do. And I need to finish his, if I can. Those are the three things I would really like to have done. I only need to do one of them,
But you also need the centerpieces.
which is what I'm doing right now.
Tuxedo cats rule. Okay, well, that'll be your little secret.
Oh, they're hilarious.
Give your life to Jesus. Get right with Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Here's an idea. How about you tell your Jesus to speak for himself instead of through you? Eddie, you're going to get sprayed now. Yep, see? Prices increased by roughly 22% during the Biden-Harris administration, peaking at a 40-year high of 9.1% in June 2022. Congratulations, you have talking points down. Now, explain to me, are you paying more for groceries now or back then? Now. Are you paying more for home electricity and home energy now or back then? Now. Are you paying more for healthcare now or back then? Now. So allow me to just put a bow on this, if I could, please. Fuck off. Jesus is forever? Awesome. I don't give a shit about Donald Trump's first term. I give a shit about the term I'm living in now. Congratulations on having the talking points down, though. Now you've been hidden, and you can keep spouting talking points, only we don't have to see them. But you still push the algorithms. Jerry is forever, so saith the Lord. What am I smoking? Marijuana. Ganja. The Lord's lettuce. The sticky icky. The jazz cabbage. The devil's lettuce. The broccoli wand. 420. Maui Wowie. Mary Jane. Herb, grass, pot. Weed. Oh, I don't I don't like really pay attention to strains. Whatever my guy puts in the bag is what it is. I have seen Betty Bauer's stuff. That's a satire page, right? Have I been smoking since the 80s? Uh, Not consistently, but yes. Like I've taken chunks of time off. Yes. I had my first joint in, I believe, 85. That guitar on the wall is sick, man. Thank you very much. It is a D'Angelico semi-hollow body with the Grateful Dead paint job. I also have all of these little mini guitars back here. Forgive the dusting issues. I haven't dusted in a while, but you can get these on Amazon. See all these Jerry Garcia guitars in the front? You got Tiger, and you've got Alligator, and you've got Wolf, and then I got Bobby's guitar there, and then Eddie Van Halen, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Billy Gibbons, Paul McCartney, so forth, and then I got a back row as well. Those can all be found on Amazon. This you can still find these if you Google D'Angelico semi hollow body Grateful Dead guitar. You can still find these. They don't make them anymore, but you can still get them. A couple grand. Yes, this is just an impromptu live stream. Renee and I are going to be going live tonight at 7:30 Central. But in the meantime, if you guys could tap the fuck out of the screen, kind of help boost me into the For You page and get me out of a little algorithm funk, that would be greatly appreciated. I have the entire Grateful Dead wine collection, full bottles in the box. Right on. Right on. I also have this. This TikTok follower of mine in Florida had this pencil drawing of Jerry Garcia with the red mat and the black frame hanging in his home in Florida, and I didn't even know he was sending it to me. He just fucking sent it to me out of the blue with a note that said that he was downsizing and his kids weren't in the Grateful Dead, and he wanted it to go to somebody and that liked it, and he just fucking sent it out of the blue. So. Got that one too. Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't do weed and tobacco mixed. Plus, I stopped smoking tobacco in 2020. Am I taken? Yes, I'm taken. Did the long-haired lawyer make you listen to Rush? The long-haired lawyer? You talking about Hawk? I've been listening to Rush since, well, the late 80s, I would imagine, yeah. That's awesome. Thank you, Kiki Starnova. Create polls. That helps. Yeah, I've been doing the polls here. I've got to get a couple of polls up today. I'm going to schedule some throughout the week. Okay, you're already annoying the living shit out of me with the when am I going to be single again shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Hawk in San Francisco? MGD Hawk's 7. You didn't know he was a lawyer? He's been a trial lawyer, or was a trial lawyer for 25 years. He just retired. Man whooped you with the ugly stick, says person with no profile picture. Okay. Yeah, Hawk.
Who was that?
Hawk was a trial attorney for 25 years.
What's wrong?
He's now a content creator. He retired from law, and he now does his thing online. He has fallen off your algorithm. Where at? On TikTok or YouTube? My videos help keep you sane. Thank you very much. Hello from Venice, California. Hello, Dennis, or Venice. You subscribe to Renee's channel? Right on. Am I doing any shows with Hawk? I've done a show with Hawk in the past, and I'm sure we'll do a show again. Oh, he. See, that's my point. Hawk has fallen off of your YouTube or your For You page here on YouTube, and therein lies the point. Just like with TikTok, just like with any other platform, not everybody gets to be on the For You page at the same time. So we go into these slumps, right? Where your views are doing great, and then you go into these deep slumps, and you need help getting out of these algorithm funks where people are like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in forever," because your shit's not getting pushed for some reason. I'm kind of hoping that as we move from March into April, we move from quarter 1 to quarter 2, that YouTube puts more effort into pushing the videos out. I'm going to continue to keep my pace of putting content out and doing lives, and sooner or later it's got to jog loose. We keep adding subscribers. The page keeps growing, but you haven't seen Hawk in some time, yet he does content on a regular basis. Does Renee have a channel? Yes, it's called Renee Violet Powell. Her maiden name being Violet, obviously. I'm sorry, I was trying to read this here. I bless you, Tommy. You'd have to elaborate, Corley. David, or Devon, sorry. When Donald Trump said, "Make America Great Again," I never expected the shit that happened during his first year and a half, and there's still more trouble to go. Yeah. It's an absolute fucking shit show out there. The stock market is falling. Prices of everything are up. More people are unemployed. We have higher inflation than when he began this term. Everything's heading in the wrong direction. Real question. Do you think he's going to go to a nuclear war? No, I don't. He can't. So here's the thing. The president of the United States cannot just press a button and send a nuke. He can give an order, and then it goes through a series of channels. He can't just press a button. I do not think that the people in our military will allow him to do that. Israel, I can't guarantee anything out of Israel. They allowed him to attack Iran with no problem. Yeah, I think there's a difference between allowing him to attack Iran and allowing him to let a nuke off the chain. Sorry for the stuff on my floor. It's tax season, but everybody say hello to Clyde. Do you need to go outside?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. He just came in here and woofed and moaned at me.
You gotta go outside, buddy?
Do you need to go outside? Hang on, guys.
If I didn't have wet knees.
It's fine. It's fine. Come on, Howard. Let's go outside. Come on. It's nice out. We'll play in the yard. Mentos de Freshmaker. Honestly, I don't think Donald Trump knows the laws. It's not that he doesn't know the laws, and he doesn't know them. He doesn't care. When will you visit me? Probably never. Everybody's saying hi to Clyde. I hate the delay in the room, the way it's set up with YouTube, but everybody's saying hi to Clyde, even though he is now outside, probably exfoliating himself in the lawn. Wait a minute. What do you mean YouTube unsubscribed you to somebody lazy? Real Housewives of Mar-a-Lago is going for 3 more years. I meant, what made you first recognize Trump was a madman? Because a lot in your generation fell victim. Oh, I've known Trump was insane for fucking 40 years. He's been putting himself in front of a TV camera for literally since the 80s to show the world what a piece of shit he is. Everybody back in the 80s knew what a joke he was, and people are like, well, but then he was in rap videos and people hung around him. Yeah, of course people hung around him because he always put himself in front of the fucking camera. But think about when the rubber hit the road. The NFL wouldn't let him be an owner. The NBA, I think he tried at one point in time. The billionaires in New York used to laugh at him. Everybody knew he fucked over small businesses. Everybody knew he fucked over his wives. He made a fucking ass out of himself for 40 fucking years. And then these fucking cousin fuckers crawl out of their fucking shanties and refrigerator box dwellings and shanty over to the fucking the polling place because this fucking idiot took to the TV and said that he hated the same fucking people that they hated. So, boom, here we go. We got an American political cult on our hands. The same fucking idiots that voted for this piece of shit in 2016, had you had an opportunity to talk to them a few years before that, before he started with the Obama birtherism shit, if you had a chance to talk to them at that point in time and ask them, if Donald Trump ran for president as a Republican tomorrow, would you vote for him? I guarantee you 100% of these idiots would say, that fucking New York billionaire elitist who shits on a gold toilet and fucks over every small business that's ever worked for him. Fuck no, I'd never vote for that man. But because he made a platform out of hating the same people that they hate, they lined up to vote for him like the inbred fucks that they are. So, what made me realize he was a madman? The shit he
Brain cells to rub together?
Yeah, the shit he did in the fucking 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s to make him look like a fucking madman. He's a fucking lunatic. Did you say 2 to 3 or 3 to 4? 2 to 3. Who here is voting for Trump 2028? Nobody that I know of. This message is held for review. Why do they do that? 2 to 3 o'clock is our window for our grocery pickup.
But he'll be back.
Tonight, 7:30, we'll be live. Tap the screen, guys, if you could while you're here. If you can, maybe share the live, put it in your Facebook feed or in your Threads feed or your Bluesky feed or something of that nature. That would be greatly appreciated. Tap the hell out of the screen, hit the hearts, help boost us into the algorithm for a little bit while we're here, please. I don't think that we're losing YouTube at the moment, Lazy Ranch. I understand what you guys are talking about in the thing, that there was a weird thing that happened, but Alex the chef, as you can tell by his grammar, is not the smartest person in the room when he's alone, and I bet he's alone most of the time. Hate to admit it, but I voted for him 2016 when I shaded politics. Obama refused to allow when the NRA presented. Wait, once he passed the bump stock ban that Obama refused to allow when the NRA presented it, I was gone. So I talked to him. So you voted for him in 2016, but what turned you away from him was that he banned bump stocks? Am I hearing that right, Edward? So talk to me about them old racist thought processes you used to have that you claimed you've gotten over. What would you like to know, Alex? Why is Alex baiting? I don't know. He's trying to get me in a gotcha moment of some kind. It'll be interesting to see how it works out for him. Carval thinks he is losing midterms. He will quit making deal. What? I don't even know what the hell that means. With the way things are going, we have much worse things to worry about than losing YouTube, unfortunately. Not just the bump stock ban, other issues with him as well. Courtney says he sounds like a douche. I'm a centrist, so I don't always go one way or another. What happened with what, Primo? I need you to be a little bit more specific. Laura, thank you very much for being a paid member of my page. I see that you've got the tie-dye hand there that is available to paid members. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm aware of that, but it's important for information. Conley, hello, how are you? You're just jealous of Trump. Ha ha ha. Wrong, what is there to be jealous of? I don't have 34 felony convictions. The world doesn't think I'm a douchebag. I didn't cheat on 3 wives and fuck over a bunch of small businesses. I don't have a mushroom dick. What is there to be? I don't need a spray-on tan. What is there to be jealous of? I have a lot more in common with you, Tom, than I do with the MAGA. Well, right on. Whoa.
Yep, okay.
What happened?
Hey, trucks. I was holding it wrong, and I felt it slipping.
You no longer have TV coverage since your aerial antenna got caught out in the wind in 2015. There's literally nothing to be jealous of. Exactly. What is there to be jealous about? The bad hair, the shitty. Exactly. You appreciate my content. You helped many of us get through the pandemic. Thank you. Thank you. No, that's not an oopsie in the kitchen. That was an oopsie in my wife's office, which is across the hall. She's working on a project. Why did you keep the remote if you don't have TV? You're awesome, dude. Keep up the good work. It was nice saying hi. If you're ever in Dallas, Fort Worth, would love to have a coffee together. When we go to Texas, we typically go to Houston, as we have friends in Houston, and Renee has family in Houston. Can't say that we're never going to get to Dallas, Fort Worth, but hey, we could get up to $600 off the latest iPhone models. Never mind the fact that we just replaced all the fucking phones.
We didn't replace all.
Who didn't we? Or just Lily we didn't replace.
Oh,
No, Tommy got a new one.
you got a new one when Mom and Mike did?
Yeah, I believe he did. Me, you, Tommy, Mom, and Mike. 5 phones.
Okay, people, and they were some of them were free.
2 of them were free. Watch my language? Fuck that. Way to go, Tom. Keep shredding. Aloha from Maui. How about that T1 phone? No, when Trump started with the tariff bullshit as soon as he got elected, and they were talking about how we could be seeing iPhones going up to $3,000, and I knew that we had a bunch of them that needed to be replaced. I was like,
They
fuck.
were old. Mom and mine were 7s and 8s.
Yeah, so I was like, "Fuck that! We're just gonna." I called Verizon. We had been with Verizon for over 20 years, and they're like, "Yeah, let's work with you." And they cut. We were able to trade in my phone, my son's phone, our son's phone, and my wife's phone, to be able to get the price of a new phone for each one of us down to $500 a piece. And then they gave us two older phones, but way newer than what my in-laws had, for free for theirs. What?
They got 16s.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They
Yeah,
got 17. They just got the smallest phone.
yeah. But they gave us those, so that was good. Anything in your office that's out of frame that that you never got to show off? Well, there's tons of shit. Absolutely tons of shit. I still got to find. I just have never done it. I still got to find a wall mount for this symbol. Oh, here. I don't know if I ever showed you these. This guy made these. This guy makes shit out of license plates, and he sent me this. I know it's backwards, but 25 or 624. Okay, and it's framed, and then this one here obviously says "fuck you." I can't even remember who sent them, but I've got to find a place for those. I also need a wall mount for a cymbal, a drum cymbal that I have. That's going above my picture over here of Rush. Yeah, Jared. Yeah. I'm not, no, we're not going to get to enjoy any, but yeah. Shout out from Lake in the Hills. You guys are up there. Did the book person contact you? Not yet. Love your stuff, Tom. Thank you. Screen shaking when you're tapping the table. My apologies. Are my comments coming through? That one did. If Vance runs in 28, he'll be roasted. I mean, this.
You're talking about a Vance Kirk ticket?
Erica?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. They're just fucking crazy enough to think that they could usher back in Christian rule in this country by electing these fucking lunatics.
Somebody want to let Vance know that his wife's not Christian?
Yeah, but he really, really wishes she was, so. Let's see here. Is there anything in the emails? Just the receipt for the cake. The Brown Viking, it's all going to depend on how this all comes to an end. One nation under God. Yeah, the under God part was added much, 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 much later. Under God was not added to our Pledge of Allegiance until the 1950s. At the same time, we added "In God We Trust" to our money. It was in response to the Red Scare, the Russians, and we were trying to prove that we were the more Christian nation. The actual motto of the United States of America is "E pluribus unum." It's what's originally on our money. It's Latin for "out of many, one." The translation, so to speak, is "it takes a village, a rising tide lifts all boats, out of many, one." We're all in this shit together. Are you talking to me, 99? I miss when the only dogs was a sheep. Huh? Please stop giving us women candidates. America is too sexist for this. One nation under a groove is better. Oh, gotcha, 99. Yeah.
Robert Mueller is back.
Who?
Robert Mueller.
The.
At 81, so, okay, it's not who I thought it was.
Hang on. Yeah. Former special counsel Robert Mueller has died. The guy who investigated Trump. Guarantee you that fucking piece of shit in the White House says something nasty about him on Truth Social. Yeah, Robert Mueller, special counsel Robert Mueller, dead at 81. It's not suspicious yet. He's just dead. I mean, he was 81, for fuck's sake. I mean, it might be suspicious, but hold on. Let's just see what happened. You know what I mean? But yeah, special counsel Robert Mueller, dead at 81. If some people don't like dogs but don't abuse them, that's normal. Just because you don't like some. What the fuck are you talking about, man? I must have missed something in the conversation there. I didn't realize he was 81. That's the thing, right? He looked a little bit better than you would think somebody at 81 would look, right? So, I think the inspiration for the Doge name / acronym was viral. Shiba Inu. Oh, okay, gotcha. My bad. Some people have been attacked unprovoked by dogs. I didn't realize the age either. Yeah, but there is the news. Special counsel, the guy who investigated Donald Trump, special counsel Robert Mueller, dead at age 81. Let's see what they're saying, if anything, is the cause. Well, these things happen in three. So you had Chuck Norris yesterday, you have Robert Mueller today. So there should be a third prominent death here in the near future. According to two people, the cause of death was not immediately known, but Mueller had been suffering from Parkinson's disease for years. So yeah. Thank you for the first donation of the day, Betty, coming in with the $2 donation. Bucks for the only non-bigoted grandpa in America. I doubt that I'm the only one. And yeah, I got my own issues, but thank you very much for the $2. I appreciate it. The guy that played Xander on Buffy the Vampire Slayer also died today. Didn't even know, don't know who that is. Maybe that's the third guy. Or maybe that's the third death. Thank you, Fruit. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There is so much going on. It's hard to keep up unless we get it here and there. Well, that's the thing. You're in a 24-hour news cycle. You're not just picking up a newspaper in the morning or catching an evening newscast to see what's going on. It's being thrown at you all day, every day. He was also on Criminal Minds. Okay. Does this guy just think all older people are bigoted? I don't know. 54 is young, and 54 is my age. Did you see what the president said to the Japanese prime minister? Yeah, I did a video about it. It'll be up today, I believe, on here on YouTube. As a Canadian, I love watching your updates. Well, thank you very much. No, all older people aren't big. Just the ones they know are okay. Whatever. News on paper? Question mark. You mean like pirates? Question mark. Yes. Yes. In the olden days, back when we used to pull into the petrol
Go on. Pepper.
the petrol station and tell the attendant to fill it up with petroleum distillate post haste and revulcanize the tires while you're at it. Australia. What time is it in Australia? Are you guys burning the midnight oil down there? No pun intended there. I love that band, by the way. Trump better not put boots on the ground? Well, I mean, he's got 5,000 Marines in the area now. I'm sorry, an additional 5,000 on top of the usual 50,000 we have in the region at all times. What is going on with the U.S.? Sincerely, a concerned Spaniard. We don't fucking know. Sincerely, a concerned American. If you could figure out how to read this motherfucker's mind, then we'll tell you what the hell's going on. We don't know. He has just dispatched 5,000 Marines and more battleships to the fucking region, to the area. Yet this morning he said they're getting ready to wrap up military operations because they're achieving their victories. He says it's a situation that we need NATO to come in and help with, but yet we've already decimated their it's 4:20 in the morning. There you go. We've already decimated their military. So you tell me what he's going to do, and I'll tell you what's going on here, because we don't know. Now today he's threatening to send ICE to the airports. You finally got your pizza? Right on. You gotta love a good pizza. They achieved victory without leaving the island? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. It's all religious. He's just an archetypal king. Oh yeah, ICE and airports is going to go over fan-fucking-tastic. That's going to be great. And in his announcement that he was going to be sending ICE to the airports to handle security since the TSA workers aren't getting paid, he also said that includes arresting all the illegal aliens that were let into this country by the Biden administration. Because, our airports are typically a hotbed of illegal activity. Illegal alien activity. Dude, the fuck, man. The actual fuck are you talking about? How many months have the TSA agents not been paid yet? It's like 35 or 36 days. Fruit, I follow a bunch, but it is becoming increasingly more difficult to tell which ones are part of some organization that are paying them and which ones are not. And I'm saying that sincerely because I do agree with all of these people. It is just getting harder and harder to figure out which ones are getting paid and which ones are not. Do you love politicians? I mean, no. I mean, I like politicians. There are politicians that I agree with. But, I mean, there are politicians that made me feel like we were in solid hands. ICE should go the fuck away is what ICE should do. ICE should be abolished. It is a failed organization that's, not a very long tenured organization to begin with, and it's had nothing but problems. It needs to be abolished and rethought, reimagined. Should I get baked and go fight my murder ninja chicken on video? I'm sure he's going to win, but I need some fighting practice for the future. Listen, I'm not here to give you any kind of advice, especially when it comes to fighting animals. All I'm going to say is that you got to do what you feel is the right thing to do. Do I have pets? We have a yellow Labrador Retriever, 5 cats, and 2 fish. Chevy, Ford, or Dodge. Jeep. Fighting chickens always a bad idea. Generally speaking, yes, but people are going to do what they're going to do. We drive Jeeps. My wife drives a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I drive a Jeep Cherokee. Our daughter Magnolia drives a Jeep Cherokee. And our daughter Lily drives a Jeep Renegade. Brad, we don't know why those videos came over in Spanish. The 2 of the videos came over in Spanish. And I've since deleted those videos. Something happened with the transfer from YouTube through the platform I use to share all those videos, and them getting to Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else. What kind of cats? I have a long-haired black and white. The rest of them are short-haired. So black and white tuxedo. That's Freddie Mercury. The orange tabby is Franklin, named after Franklin's Tower, the Grateful Dead song. The calico is Pepper, Sergeant Pepper. The black cat, the solid black cat is Ozzy Osbourne, and the gray tabby is Eddie Van Halen. Yes, I named my daughters Magnolia and Lily, and then later on found a daughter I didn't know existed, whose name is Ashley. Freddie Mercury is an amazing name for a cat. Yeah, he is. Our cat, Freddie Mercury, is a pompous bitch. He thinks his shit does not stink, and his place is up in your face constantly. The rooster hurt me last week, so I put him in my garden to kill mice. I thought a hawk would get him, but hawks are too scared of this thing. I've raised chickens for years. This rooster is MAGA, obviously. Okay, a lot going on there. She offered up a sacrificial rooster, and the hawks wouldn't take him. So, fried chicken tonight, I guess. My daughter's names, yes. So the first child that Renee and I had together, that is Magnolia Lynn, then Lily Marie, then Tommy Lee Powell III, and then we found Ashley. New listing just added in Shanahan. Yeah, that'll be fucking 500,000. If Tommy would have been a girl, he would have been Rose. Probably would have been Rose with a middle name of Anne. Probably. We don't know. Turns out he wasn't a boy, so we're never going to know. And when I say we're never going to know, I mean we're never going to fucking know. We're done.
Renee's done.
Come get this smoke. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Come get this smoke. Alex, you do understand I didn't come to see you, man. You came to see me. Where do you fucking people come from, man? Obama was one of the greatest presidents, and running the third term was a legal option. I would vote for him. Huge if, never going to happen, but if they made third terms legal somehow, some way, and Trump said I'm running again, and Obama said I'm tossing my hat into the ring, oh yeah, I'll fucking the content you would get out of me would be unheard of. Obama for a third term? Yeah. You think that Joe Biden got turnout? My name is Tom Lee Pettimore, just like my daddy and his daddy before. My name is Tommy, Tommy, my legal name, Tommy Lee, Lee, Powell, Jr., Jr., period. My son is Tommy Lee Powell III, and my father was Tommy Lee Powell. Are you pro Obama? Well, I voted for the man twice. That should give you some form of indication. Yeah, I think Obama was probably 1A, 1B greatest presidents of my lifetime, Obama and Nixon. Will there ever be another Donald Trump? God, I fucking hope not. I fucking hope not. Hopefully, hopefully Trump stands for 100 years as an example of what we can never allow to happen again. I don't know how to pronounce your name, the person asking me that question, but overall, yes. We love you in Ohio, Tom. I highly doubt the whole state of Ohio loves me. That's for sure. Alex with a whole ass paragraph. Do you remember what you were doing when Trump first announced he was running for president, and did you believe it at first? Yes, Robert Mueller, the special counsel Robert Mueller, has passed away at the age of 81 today. Do I know where I was when Trump announced he was running for president? I know I don't remember where I was. I believed that he was going to. I believed exactly what it was at the time. He was doing this for publicity. He never in a million years thought he was going to win. And that's what I thought it was going to be. It was going to be about publicity, and nobody would ever actually take it seriously. And if you think about the Republican primary in 2016, what I thought liberals hated Nixon. They shouldn't. When you think about the Republican primary in 2016, there were like 13, 14, 16 candidates. And the thing that happened was that all of the normal conservative Republican vote got split. Let's say it was 16 candidates, got split up amongst 15 candidates, and all of the batshit crazy went to Trump. And as a result, Trump started knocking off states because all of the moderate to normal Republican voices they were all drowning each other out. And the vote was just split amongst all of them. And then he started knocking off states, and everybody was like, is this motherfucker going to do it? And they're like, yeah, he's going to do it because you fucking guys split the vote so goddamn badly. We in Israel love you, Tom. Well, thank you very much. I don't think he thought he would win either. No, he didn't think he was going to win. And that's why he didn't have a victory speech prepared on election night on 2016. He wasn't going to speak. He thought he was going to lose. He was just going to go back to being whatever he was, and he was going to make his money off of it, and that was going to be the end of that. And then once he got into office, he fucked up so bad that he's like, I got to stay in fucking power. I kind of like this. It's a never-ending way of fucking scamming money, and I did a lot of fucking bad things. You never in a million years thought it could be this bad? Well, it's this fucking bad. It's this fucking bad. Depending on what happens in the Middle East today and tomorrow, we'll see what happens with the stock market on Monday morning. But if we don't see a backing down by the United States in some way, shape, or form, And if we don't see a loosening up of, did you see the fucking? I don't know if you guys saw this, but I can't fucking believe that this is an actual fucking news story. I'm going to be talking about it. Some of these companies that have oil and goods in the Persian Gulf are actually cutting deals with Iran to get through the Hormuz Strait safely. So you got some fucking tanker, some company trying to get a fucking tanker through the Strait of Hormuz, and they're like, yeah, the United States has fucked this up so bad. Can we pay you guys for protection to get through the strait? And Iran's like, yeah, you give us X amount, we won't hit your boat. They're going to the fucking Iranians for protection rather than the United States.
Well, can you believe anything Trump says? So
No, you can't.
that's why they're doing it. They're literally can believe the Iranians before Trump.
I'm just saying it's such a crazy fucking world that we're in that's where we're at. That fucking you're paying the mob to get through the strait because the government can't fucking help you. Trump doesn't know how to play chess. There is no four-dimensional chess. That's for goddamn sure. The motherfucker doesn't even know how to play checkers, for fuck's sake. I mean, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. There's a reason. I'm being very serious when I say this. There's a reason why Donald Trump always goes on these improvisational riffs when he's given a speech, right? You can tell he's reading from the teleprompter, and then he goes off script and he does these enhancers that he feels like need to get added to the story. So people on the inside have talked about this. People in his family have talked about this. The people that are, not all ass kissers, he has a hard time reading, legitimately. And that's not knocking him. It happens. But he can't admit that he has a hard time reading. And so he plays it off. He cannot focus on a speech for a prolonged period of time. He can only go so long, and then his brain kicks into these fillers, these improvisational moments. And he now is talking about how Gavin Newsom has dyslexia. When, once again, Thomas Jefferson had it, John F. Kennedy had dyslexia, George Washington had dyslexia. But according to Donald Trump, you can't be a president and have a learning disability. You can't be a president and have an issue like that. And once again, what it is it's a projection of something that he has, right? He has a problem focusing. He has a problem reading Okay, so I know that they don't like him, but it follows the same stories that you hear out of everybody else. The people that worked with him behind the scenes, the actors and the writers at Saturday Night Live, when he would play at Saturday Night Live, talk openly about how he can't read. So when they sit and go through read-throughs, he would never read the stuff that Lorne Michaels gave him. He would just go, you know what? Here's a great idea that I had, and then everybody kind of had to follow along with whatever he did. But he can't read the fucking scripts because he can't focus on them. Yes, Mary Trump, yes. Yes, I heard that Chuck Norris passed away, and then today, special counsel Robert Mueller has passed away at the age of 81. I believe he does have ADHD or something of that effect. But the thing about it is that he can't admit that he has it. because that would admit that he is not genetically perfect. And he has spoken numerous times before getting into politics about genetic superiority, about how people like him win and come out on top because he has superior genetics. So admitting that he has some type of learning disability, admitting that he can't focus on a script or a dialogue for too long of a period of time, is admitting that he is not perfect. And when you begin to look at it through that lens, what you begin to see is that he is America's version of Kim Jong Un. In Korea, in North Korea, Kim Jong Un is rumored to have, or it is said to have, all of these amazing attributes, right? He has hit, he's played 300 or rolled 300 perfect games in bowling, and he's always the best golfer in the world, and he's got the best this, and he's the best. It's Donald Trump. He has all of these fanciful, fantastic abilities. Tom Powell Jr. is a moron. Once again, Kevo, I didn't come to see you, sweet pea. You came to see me. But I do appreciate you boosting the algorithms because I'm trying to get out of an algorithm slump. So everybody else, if you could please take Kevo's lead and comment, or more importantly, tap the fuck out of the screen. Not everybody gets to be on the For You page at the same time. It's just how it happens. And so you go into view slumps, algorithm slumps. And so I'm going live to remind people to interact with my content and hopefully boost me back into the For You page and get me out of this algorithm slumps. And clowns like Kevo always help. Unwittingly, but they always help.
And he's gonna show up on his page again.
Yes, which is going to be awesome. And I think he wants me to show up on his page because people like Kevo are a fan.
Has he got a man crush on you?
I think he does. I think he's an in the closet submissive bottom. And that's okay. He just needs to admit who he is. You can admit it, Kevo. You're the one with the bit in your mouth at the party, aren't you?
Hey, we're not gonna keep shaming her.
Not kink shame. I'm just asking. This time next year, Tom Powell Jr. will be bankrupt, says Kevo. I ain't got no page. I want you to address that racist shit you be kicking. What racist shit would that be, Alex the chef? So with Robert Mueller passing, how do you think this will affect the primary? Not in the least bit. Kevin's projecting possibly? There's no possibility there. Watch you all the time. Love the content. Thank you very much. Indica or sativa? This, I believe, is a sativa. Lequembe is good for Donald Trump. What is the Lequembe, if you don't mind me asking, Bert? What do you think Trump putting troops on the ground in Iran? I think that he doesn't have a problem doing it, and I'm wondering if there are some people around him going, dude, this is a really big fucking problem. Are the MAGA trolls out today? Yeah, in force. Conley says, Tom's racist. I hate finding new info about friends. Yes, please don't let your husband know. Please don't let your husband know. Kevo says, this time next year, Tom Powell Jr. will be bankrupt. A little case of digital Tourette's, my friend? We already said that.
Maybe he's just projecting it.
Maybe. They are always out, yes. I don't know who will be the 2028 Democratic candidate. It could be Newsom or Pritzker or even AOC, but either way, I predict Vance won't stand a chance. You got to understand that maybe Vance doesn't even get the nomination. Right now, it's looking great for Vance. Where was Mike Pence at the end of the first term? Donald Trump has a tendency of destroying shit on his way out the door. There's no saying that he's not going to have some type of falling out with Vance. Hegseth video this morning about offering to reinstate military members who left because of COVID shot. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that already, honestly. Trump didn't even write the art of the deal. Of course he didn't write the art of the deal. He can't. He doesn't have the ability to focus long enough. Marco Rubio is destroying himself within the Republican Party. The people that the old school Republicans would never vote for Marco again because of the fact that he sold his dignity on the altar of Trumpism. You don't say what you say about Donald Trump and then go be his Secretary of State. Kiss his ass. So, I'm not worried about Marco Rubio going anywhere. Pam Bondi's got no fucking chance. Pete Hegseth has no fucking chance. J.D. Vance is the only one in the administration that has a chance to move on beyond Trump. And once again, that all depends on what happens in the next 2 years. Once again, you got to think Donald Trump, when he gets cornered, he acts like a caged animal. As he gets closer to the end of his term and the realization sets in, and he's going to try his best to fake this all out, but the realization sets in that he can't be president again. He can't run again. And he is going to lose his power, period. Who knows what the fuck he does? And J.D. Vance, being the heir apparent, stands directly in his way of being able to pretend he gets to run for president again. If he's out there saying he gets to run for president again, and J.D. Vance understands that he can't run for president again, so J.D. Vance throws his name in the ring, then all of a sudden he's got to start shitting on J.D. Vance. What'll be interesting to see is what happens immediately after the midterms. Because what typically happens, and this is okay, sorry, was getting a message in here. What typically happens is if you're the president who's in power, his party loses control in the midterms, and then the president begins to clean house. So you start to see it's kind of like the end of the football season. You see a lot of positions within the federal government. This one gets fired, that one gets fired, and then they bring in new people. And it happens with both Democrats and Republicans, especially if their party loses big in a midterm. So if he loses big this November, you'll start to see maybe Patel's out. I doubt Bondi's ever going to be out because she is just this insane loyalist to him. But I mean, anything is possible. Maybe even Hegseth. Hope you're having a nice day. Thank you very much. Once again, if you guys could tap the fuck out of the screen, I thank you very much for doing so. We're in a bit of an algorithm slump, a little bit of a view slump. It helps to boost the page. It helps to boost the content back into the For You page. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
So what would happen if Trump removed Vance? I don't know. I'd have to read what the protocol is if he could even do that. I don't know that he can just remove Vance, but maybe he can. I don't know. If he removes Vance, if he has the ability to, he would need to pick another vice president that would need to be confirmed by Congress. I don't see him removing Vance immediately after a midterm, even if he has the ability to. I just don't know that their relationship holds all the way to the very end. Who knows? Then again, I don't think Trump makes it to the very end. I think J.D. Vance is going to be our next president when he gets elevated upon Mother Nature doing its course with Trump. And then he goes into the 2028 election as an incumbent who gets to run fresh. And he doesn't have the stink of a Trump attack on him because Trump didn't have the ability to attack him. If that happens, we'll see. baking soda peroxide? Huh? A younger president with a little bit more foresight would be nice, yeah. How does President Carlson sound? It doesn't sound good at all. If Trump has a falling out with Vance, will that destroy Vance's career? You have to look at the precedents. Where's Mike Pence? Does Mike Pence have a career? Not even close. Yeah, it fucks Vance. It fucks Vance. Because Vance gave up on the moderate Republican wing when he bought into Trumpism. He was the guy who said, you're an idiot if you vote for Trump. Trump is America's Hitler. If Trump is the nominee, I might have to hold my nose and vote for Hillary. I mean, he fucking hated Trump because he saw what Trump was. But then when he saw, you ain't getting around Trump, he fucking bowed to Trump and sold what dignity he had left. So the moderate wing doesn't want anything to do with him now. The Democrats will never have anything to do with him. The independents see what a fucking sellout he is. If Trump goes after him, then he loses the fucking wacko party as well. It's almost lunchtime. Not sure what I want. Is peanut butter and jelly an option? Perhaps you have a Casey's nearby. You could pick up a slice of pizza. Tacos. If there's a taco stand, swing by and get yourself a few tacos. Maybe a side order of rice if there's a horchata. Motherfucker out here talking about candies and unicorns and Jesus fairy and lemon drops. What the fuck and fuckity fuck? Spicy carrots. Now, see, spicy carrots, if you can get them if you have a taco stand or a taco truck or a Mexican restaurant near you that has the spicy carrots, get them. They're phenomenal. One of our taco stands out here has them. They cost extra. That sucks. The other one doesn't have them, which really sucks because they're the more authentic taco stand. You go back up by the city, get yourself a burrito or some tacos. They just throw the fucking carrots in the bag. They're wrapped up in aluminum foil. Oh, my God.
But you can get them.
You can get them from the grocery store, from the Mexican grocery store. You can get them in a can. Sadly, no taco stands in my area have spicy carrots. That sucks. If Trump wrecks Vance's career, can moderate Republicans make a comeback? Oh, yeah, moderate Republicans will make a comeback. The question is, how long will it take them to make a comeback? Because, listen, nobody is going to do what Trump did. Vance can't recreate it. Trump Jr. can't recreate it. Barron Trump can't recreate it. None of them are Trump. So they're not going to be able to do what he did. So the crazy goes away at some point in time. The question is, do the Republicans let the crazy kind of die off slowly over the course of a couple of election cycles and it takes them years to get back? Or do they try somehow, if Democrats take control, to begin to rip the Band-Aid off and separate themselves from Trump so they can try and get the moderate wing back in control right away? Oh, you don't want to know how I get my tacos boring as fuck. Usually on flour, just some cheese. I don't do a little bit of cilantro is fine if they're at a taco stand and they got them. I don't do onions. I don't like any kind of refried beans. But then I get a side order of rice and I make sure I put rice in my taco. So my taco is usually protein, some Mexican rice, some cheese, and then a decent amount of hot sauce. And like when we go to the Mexican joint over in Shanahan, I'm starting to slow down with the quantity I can eat these days. But I used to get 4 tacos, 2 beef, 1 steak, 1 chorizo, because they're the only people that do a good beef taco. Like I'll get a beef taco from Taco Bell once in a while, obviously, but like I don't ever order beef tacos from anywhere else outside of Taco Bell. But they got really good beef tacos there. Their chorizo's really really good, and I love their steak. Hello from New Mexico. You're the man. Thank you very much. I got it quickly and easily in the Boston Globe 2015. It's one of the hardest schools. I am missing a shit ton of conversation. Everybody's talking amongst themselves in here. Oh, listen. I believe Marjorie Taylor Greene is done. I think that she, believe it or not, for as much of a fucking lunatic as she is, I think she played this brilliantly. Her father built a very successful construction company in Georgia, in Rome, Georgia, her district. And then he handed that down to her. So she's already making a damn sweet living off of that construction company. She then goes off to Congress for a few years. She gets all kinds of money because that's what they do. She leaves Congress worth $40 million, and she's got a lifetime pension from Congress on our dime, and she goes back to that construction company. She's never coming back. Right on.
I mean, they need some touch up.
Right on. And then you're going to put what in there?
So I'm going to get baby's breath.
And you're going to wrap rope on the bottom?
I think I'm going to do a little bit just on the top.
Give me one. Okay.
Can
Can I show one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're doing, she's doing centerpieces for our daughter's Winnie the Pooh themed baby shower coming up in a week. And she's doing centerpieces made out of mason jars, and she painted oh shit.
Fucking wet. What do you think I've been doing?
She painted honey on them. She's going to touch them up now. And she's going to wrap what around here? Rope?
Your neck.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, jute.
Jute?
Yep.
Bless you. And then you're going to glue bees on the outside of the jute?
Yeah.
And then put baby's breath inside.
Baby's breath and or...
Right? I mean, she said she's got to touch them up, obviously, but it's meant to be honey dripping off the top of the jar. Yeah, everybody's loving it.
Okay. And so that's
jute. The
it's
jute that's
jute twine.
Jute that's going to get twined around the bottom.
So I don't know if I'm going to do it around the bottom, or I saw some that had just like two across the top here with a little bow.
Maybe both.
Maybe. Chrissy recommended last night that I get those fairy lights and stick them in there, which would be cute.
And she said something about Dollar General having cheap ones.
Right, so I could go check them out there. But otherwise, I saw them with baby's breath. And then I have...
I was holding it, and you put your hand in here. Bees. To glue on to the outside. So, yeah, it's a Winnie the Pooh themed shower.
Can I have the shit back so you don't fuck up anymore?
Go put that away and then come back for these. And then we got a cake, and it's being held in a mansion in Joliet. It's going to be lovely. Lovely. And we're having chicken. They're serving chicken.
No, what kind of chicken?
Huh?
The cheaper chicken.
What was we had a few appetizers, right? We got 3 or 4 appetizers.
Yeah.
And a chicken dinner, and then a sweets table.
Punch and water.
I'll get some video for you. Renee is low IQ. Hey, you got a fan, Renee. Well, you had a fan. Kindly sniped him. Yes, a sweets table. So I forget how many different types of options are going to be available on the sweets
On
table.
the sweets table? Here, let me go get the.
But like little, like individual, like not full servings, obviously, but a variety of stuff. And then we're bringing a cake in as well. And it's at a place called the Jacob Henry Mansion. You could look it up. It's in Joliet. It's a very old mansion in Joliet that was converted into space to do, like, they do weddings there and like baby showers, obviously, and wedding showers and other cool events. You can rent out. They have a chapel in the back and the mansion up in the front, and it's fantastic. The Jacob Henry Mansion. Did you ever watch Boondocks? No.
All right.
Okay, so hang on a second. She has the menu here.
Where's the appetizers? Okay. We went with crab stuffed mushrooms.
Okay, hang on. This is the full layout for the baby shower.
Appetizers. Or
Crab-
hors d'oeuvres.
Crab stuffed mushrooms for hors d'oeuvres.
Barbecue meatballs.
For hors d'oeuvres.
Cheese and sausage.
Sort of like a charcuterie type thing.
Yeah. And then caprese skewers.
So the caprese skewers have tomatoes and cheese and balsamic on them. Go on.
We're doing a fruit punch bowl. I don't know if I picked a lemonade bowl. I think
Yes, you did. You did.
And then bottled water.
Yep.
And then we
Coffee.
and coffee and tea. And we're doing chicken piccata.
Chicken piccata dinner.
And hold on, where's the dessert? Okay, for the sweets table.
Sweets
it
table is
miniature filled tartlets, lemon bars, chocolate dipped strawberries, praline brownies, mini eclairs, mini cream puffs, mini cheesecakes, and petitfours, plus the cake.
Oh, there's not a lot on that plate I really care for.
Okay, the brownies.
The brownies. Yeah.
Right, that's okay, honey. But it was that, or we could do an apple crumble, cheesecake with raspberries,
It's all good. We got cake.
pie, ice cream.
I'm gonna fuck up some cake. It's not about me.
Are you sure?
It just makes sure. Got to make sure I pay for it, which means you guys got to watch the videos. You got to watch my videos, all of them, 4,700 times a piece.
On all of the everywhere.
Because I got to pay for all this, and the gifts, and fucking Orlando, New York, and Miami.
You know what?
Watch all the videos.
Please.
Ask Renee if there will be ice cream. There won't be.
No. Is that my mom?
No. Somebody called former POTUS Joe Biden.
Because that would be something she would bitch about.
The former, excuse me, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. The former president of the United States wants to know if you're gonna be having ice cream.
Okay.
I think the robot.
Tom says we should have the rope. Well, it's jute on the top and the bottom. What do you guys think? Thank you, Lorianne. This is our third grandchild. This is this child's first. Yeah, we were not. Sorry, you guys are talking fast. I did not hijack his channel. He had to go potty. There should always be ice cream. Oh, thank you very much. There should always be ice cream. Here's the problem. If I let Tom do it, it would be cheaper to have a fucking wedding for these two than it would be to have a baby shower. So that's why I had to keep them dialed back. I think it's a little expensive what we're doing, but I am super happy to that we're able to do this. And we are able to do this because of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, you need to go inspect that bathroom and make
Sir,
sure that it's
I got a
up to par.
donation.
Well, good for you on the donation. And the reason why it would be more expensive if I did it is because like she wouldn't be painting these jars. I would have bought the pre-painted ones that were already done up.
And they were beautiful.
I would just been like, fuck it, we're doing this.
Here's what I don't like. I don't like the smell of this candle.
Right. So I put different wax in it from time to time.
Yeah, well, it smells terrible.
Please check the shower.
The shower actually is looking pretty good. Shockingly.
Right on. There you go. Hey, Tom, fuck MAGA. I agree. Bring Renee back. Renee and I will be live tonight at 7:30 Central here on YouTube. What is going to be our usual Saturday night get together. Her and I live on YouTube. 7:30 tonight. We're going to do a live tonight, but next Saturday we are not going to do a live because we're going to have family in town for the weekend of the baby shower.
Yeah, we're having grandchildren here.
We have grandchildren here, and more. My other daughters, our other daughter's going to be here, so we will not be doing a live. And Sunday we'll be recovering from all of that, so we're not going to be doing a live that weekend. You know what we still need to do though? We still need to figure out what we're having for dinner tonight.
Oh, well, yeah.
That could be anywhere, anything from something that we have here that I'm unaware of that we could whip together quickly to we could run and get a beef sandwich. We could grab barbecue. We could grab any number of things and bring it back here because tomorrow we're going to be getting whatever we're doing the
I need to take that roast out.
the roast, right? Yeah. I need to switch chargers here. Okay, the iPad is charged. Get this phone charged up. No, I did not see Trump's response to Mueller passing. What was it? If I go out of the live to go look at it, I won't have sound when I come back. It's a weird glitch with YouTube. What did he say? I mean, whatever he said, I'll probably be talking about it tomorrow when I do content. I'm off today. I'll be doing content tomorrow.
That is a 6-pound roast. Right?
A 6-pound beef roast?
Yeah, because it was the. Remember, I bought 2 for Christmas, and then when my aunt died,
Yeah.
and then I had.
Do you
less,
have pepperoncinis?
I ordered them
Okay.
because I didn't know if I had enough. So
All
I
right.
just was like, well, and then I ordered provolone, and I ordered 24 rolls. So if I need more rolls, I can get more rolls. But really, we should just put some in the freezer after I give my mom.
I was gonna say I might want to get a couple of bigger rolls and do just like a bigger sandwich out of it.
If you want to, we can do that.
Yeah, I can like run to Jewel or something at some point.
Okay.
Well, we still got to do dinner tonight.
Well, I guess my point was you might not want to do beef sandwiches because we're going to have beef tomorrow.
True.
And I did pick up pork, ground pork to kind of mix it up. Instead of doing ground beef stuff, we can do ground pork because it doesn't roll my stomach as much as beef does for some reason.
Okay. Yes, Special Counsel Robert Mueller passed away today at the age of 81. Damn, a 6-pound beef roast would cost more than my car these days.
Well, it was bought in November,
It's been sitting in the freezer for a minute.
and it was from Sam's Club.
Am I planning to celebrate my birthday live on YouTube? First of all, what day of the week is that? That would be May 13th. Somebody look that up, please.
And it was $6 a pound. So,
$6 a pound.
yeah, I mean, I'm feeding a group, so.
What is gas per gallon where we live?
It was over $4 at Casey's. It was $4.19.
$4.19 at the local Casey's, so probably in the 380s or 390s at Sam's Club right now. Wednesday. Probably not. No. I'll most likely do my normal Monday live with a guest that week, then do my normal Tuesday night live like this, just me and you guys, and then take Wednesday off because then that weekend, May's fucked. May's fucked. My birthday is the 13th. Our daughter's birthday is the 16th. The 17th is our daughter's boyfriend's graduation from college and the anniversary of my wife's sister's passing.
And they told Maggie that any day after the 13th they could be.
Maggie's the one whose birthday is the 16th. She's due in May, and we have no idea when that's going to happen because she was originally May 22nd, but they're saying at least 2 weeks early, if not sooner. Then we have Tommy does his trip to Great America in May. Tommy's graduation is May. We go to Orlando in May for nationals, for his national history bee. We go to see Tom Papa live in May. Our anniversary is in May. Mother's Day is in May. Fuck me right in the keister in May. It's literally every other day. It's like May 1st we go to the concert. May 7th is our anniversary. May 10th is Mother's Day.
I mean, like, Lily's taking her test to be an English teacher.
It's all just shit on top of shit. There is literally no room in May to do shit. If somebody gave me free behind home plate tickets to Wrigley Field, it would really depend on what fucking day the game was. In Niagara Falls, Ontario, the gas is equivalent to $4.62 per gallon US dollars. Yeah, it's like I said, it's upper threes, low fours here by us. So about $4, a little bit over $4 on average. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Your mom is over there. What do I mean when I say Republicans are going to go off the cliff? I say MAGA is going to go off the cliff. In other words, the question is, will anybody in the cult wake up and realize they're in a cult? And when you think about cults, historically, they don't, right? The people in Waco stayed in the compound until the building burned down around them. The people in Jonestown lined up and drank the fucking Flavor Aid and killed themselves. You know, these cults, they tend to stick with the dear leader right off the cliff. And I don't know that MAGA is going to wake up. They're just going to, until the day they die, defend Donald Trump and be in this cult. No, it wasn't Kool-Aid. It was Flavor Aid. That's the thing. Look up Jonestown. We always say, oh, they drank the Kool-Aid. It wasn't Kool-Aid. I think it was technically Flavor Aid. This is Eddie. Sorry, hang on. Did Eddie get a contact high? Frank gets one more often than Eddie does. Okay. He doesn't miss a meal. Motoring. Such a... Sorry. Yes, that is the youngest of our 5 cats. That is, I picked him out. I drove 3 hours to get the motherfucker. I named him Eddie Van Halen. All of our cats have musical names. And then he took to my wife like gummed on a park bench, and she kind of altered his name to Edward P. Callahan. He's still Eddie, but some days he acts more like Cousin Eddie. We're not doing that. Nope, we're not doing that. Are you? Have you lost your mind? Your cat's in here eyeballing my window. Eddie is a unit. His glossy fur looks very healthy. Uh, yeah, they're all very. Nobody's starving. They're all clean. They're all healthy as 5 cats together will be. But yeah, he is a unit. He's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. I hope everyone's doing okay. A bit excited because been weed shopping the past couple days. Restocking time is paying. That went by fast. Your wallop, it's still too much fun. Well, enjoy it. I mean, do your cats go outside? No. They go outside under extreme supervision. So, like, if my wife is going to go out on the deck, if Renee's going to go out on the deck and, like, fill the bird feeders, maybe Eddie goes out on the deck and hangs out with her. But, like, I,
Nobody in this house likes it but me.
I don't want to chase cats around the backyard. So, my plan is, and it's a long range plan, but once I have the ability to replace the deck boards, our deck is very old. And there's only so much more we can do as far as stripping it and refinishing it. It is beat to piss. So I eventually have to get the deck boards and rails replaced. My plan is to replace those with the vinyl, the stuff that lasts forever. So I don't ever have to do it again. Just in case we don't ever leave this house. And once I get that done, then I want to go get that big ass canopy or gazebo, I guess it would be the thing to put on the deck. Get some nice outdoor like lounge chairs with fresh cushions, maybe like a love seat or couch or two, something like that, to put under there, and then put a nice catio on this window that we have that's under in that section that would be outdoors and underneath that gazebo area, and then give them the ability to come and go that way. Renee says we're never leaving this house. Yes, we might not. I mean,
I want to. This is not because Ray doesn't want to.
it literally all depends on how much you guys watch the content. We have coyotes in Portland, so oddly enough, when we moved into town, it was outdoor cats had this stuff. Yeah, we have coyotes. I think we have some foxes in the area. I know we have skunk. There is one black cat that's feral that uses our backyard as sort of like a highway. Goes underneath the fence in the back and underneath the fence in the front to go from the back area to across the street. I've got...
We got a 6-foot fence, so not to say that we wouldn't get coyotes back there, but it's gonna be.
I honestly, everybody thinks I'm nuts. I would be more concerned with a hawk doing damage to one of the cats outside than a coyote. Now, would a hawk be able to carry all of our cats away? No, they wouldn't, would they, Ed? But would a hawk fuck Eddie up if they landed on him? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a hawk would try to, though. That's my point.
Conley, I love you to death, and I got a special package heading your way, but there is no Team Renee and the Barn Dominium. There isn't a band called Team Renee and the Barn Dominium. There isn't a philosophy called Team Renee and the Barn Dominium. There's no Barn Dominium. There's not going to be a barn dominium.
It's a shame. It would have been a good time.
Not at once, but after they got a taste, they might come back for seconds. Eddie could walk through walls like the Kool-Aid man if he wanted to. Those hawks are big from what I have seen. Yeah, we got some fat fuckers out here. There is a literal website that tracks the coyote packs in Portland where people report sightings. So for being civilized, we've had a bear walk up. There you go. We got fucking wolves. I don't know that we have wolves. That would probably be.
Oh, I think we do, but it's not like up against us. But I would say, like by McKinley Woods and stuff. Yeah.
So I know for a fact we have coyotes. We've seen them a million times. I know we have foxes. I've seen them, and I know we have a ton of large birds of prey. Outside of that, I mean, I don't know how dangerous a skunk would be to a cat, but that would probably be the next thing in line that I would think that an outdoor cat here would have to contend with.
And I mean, our biggest challenges are animals. Like we don't get them vaccinated for rabies because they don't go outside.
Exactly. They would have to start wearing flea collars and all kinds of shit.
And we've just never been outdoor cat people. I mean,
Nope.
I understand why people do it. I wanted to let them do it.
I don't know, Watchdog. I think they last forever. Watchdog is asking how long do I think MAGA lasts once 47 is gone? All I think MAGA is a I think MAGA is a louder, more intense version of what used to be the Tea Party. So I think they've always been around, and they're always gonna be around.
Don't you feel like MAGAs are just a little bit more ignorant? Like,
Than the Tea Party?
yeah.
See, I think that they feel more ignorant because there's a lot more of them, but I think that they are actually, I mean, the Tea Party group was the group that didn't think that Obama was born in the country and hung tea bags off of their hats because they were going to revolt over how high their taxes were. And the communist Democrats were taxing them out of existence. I think this is just a larger version of that same nuttiness. I think they just morphed. I think Reagan Republicans morphed into the Tea Party, and they morphed into MAGA, and I don't know that they're ever going anywhere. Crazy has been around forever.
Oh, I know. We're gonna have to reassess these jars when I'm sober.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I think it's okay. I'll have to give it a fresh eye.
When we go to the store, you're going to need to shut that door.
Oh yeah, I know, because Pepper's already jumped up here twice thinking there was gonna be room for her.
Okay, so raccoons, muskrats, foxes. We have all of that. We have raccoons, muskrats, foxes. We have all different kinds of squirrels, rabbits. We have deer. What? Beavers. This one says field mice, voles, groundhogs, skunks. Yeah, we got all of that here. We don't have, like, I don't even think we have any type of a small bear. I know that there have been badgers not far from here. And if you believe in, oh yeah, we got porcupines. If you believe in the lore of Illinois, then we're not too far from thunderbirds, if you believe they exist. That's right. If Mama saw a Thunderbird, she'd shit an egg roll. Talking to Clyde. Yeah, right, buddy? Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Forgive my papers. It's tax season. I'm seeing the accountant on Monday. That's a good boy.
I just know my mom how she's gonna have to get rid of her bowls. We're gonna see what her response is.
Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. That's a good boy. Oh, your pickup order is ready.
No rush, babe. I got wet paint here, so you're gonna have to wait.
Yes, this is Clyde Eugene Powell. This is our yellow lab here. God bless your CPA. I walk into my accountant's office with a fucking stack of papers. I've already emailed her spreadsheets, and I'll walk in with a stack of papers, and I'll go, all right, here's everything for this company, and here's everything for this company, and here's everything for this company. Now, work your magic, and please,
I don't know anymore.
yeah, please tell me that I'm getting a $3,700 refund.
It's not it.
No. No. So we don't get tax money back, but she makes sure that we owe just what they say we should owe. So I go to her with every dime we made from every source, all lined up, every receipt all the way down the line for each company, separated out into spreadsheets, receipts, expenses across the fucking board, exact mileage we drove for the year, what our phones cost, what all of it. She has kind of trained me as to what she needs to make sure she can effectively handle our taxes, and then she gives me back this fat ass return and says, "Here you go. Give my secretary $900 when you leave."
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Diane wants to know if she should be concerned about the bowls, and she wants to know if they'll get into her house. No. So I said they'll destroy her lawn, right?
They'll fuck up the lawn for sure. What they have been known for, at least what I've known them for, is if they get around any type of wiring, they can fuck up wiring. I don't know about getting in the house, but they will fuck her lawn up something fierce. And if she doesn't get rid of them, they'll just keep multiplying in her lawn. The fuck? Somebody is going off in the comment section. Oh, sniped by Conley. Someone got caught illegally importing a 10-month-old male hyena and 2 tiger cubs. They were taken to Toronto Zoo and put into isolation for medical evaluation. Yeah, not cool, but also I'd kind of like to have a tiger cub. I don't know, Conley. I don't know. You have an armadillo living under your deck. We have a possum living under our shed. His name is Paulie. He's a jovial bloke. We have a shit ton of chipmunks or 13 line ground squirrels in the yard. Bunch of squirrels, tons of rabbits. Occasionally the hummingbird. A shit ton of birds. Little birds, medium birds, big birds, cardinals, blue jays, woodpeckers, mourning doves, robins, red-headed finches. Blackbirds with orange streaks on their feathers, and blackbirds with blue shiny heads, and all kinds of shit. Mark's here all week, folks. Try the veal. Mark has a trouser snake. Why do I hate Ohio State University? We're going to use this topic to wrap up so I can go get our groceries. But it's not just Ohio State that I dislike. It's everything about Ohio. It's the entire state. And I'm sure that there are lovely people in the state of Ohio that are fantastic folks, and I wish them nothing but the best. But I would hope that they would move out of Ohio. Because if I'm ever elected president, we are going to institute a program in which we wall off the state of Ohio, turn it into a free-range prison camp, a la Escape from New York. First, we're going to get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame out. We're going to get the Football Hall of Fame out. And we're going to get the Christmas Story House out. Then we're going to wall off Ohio, turn it into a free-range prison farm. And we're going to put cameras everywhere, put it all on pay-per-view. And every time somebody gets incarcerated for some heinous, fucked-up crime, we're just going to turn them loose in Ohio. Somebody suggested Florida. We can have a north, south, and west division if you'd like. Oh, just several personal grievances over a long number of years with the state of Ohio, that's all. Personal grievances of all kinds. From actual personal grievances to sports grievances to you name it. The fact that more astronauts have come from the state of Ohio than any other state tells you just how bad the state of Ohio is. People are willingly blasting themselves off of the face of the earth into the unknown on a rocket made by the lowest bidder to get the fuck away from Ohio. What state would I use in the West? So we're going to go Ohio for the North. We're going to go Florida for the South. And I think that you go Idaho in the West and Texas in the Southwest. You see what I'm saying? Well, just because you're looking for a Western state and Idaho's fucking crazy, just full of batshit militia members. That could be our Western state. You're not going to take anything on the West Coast. It's all blue. It's all normal. Arizona kind of flips back and forth. Would I use Mississippi instead of Florida? No, I think it has to be Florida. We can have cruises sail out of Georgia, Louisiana. Can we remove Disney? We can remove the cruise ports. I don't know if we can get Disney out. We could rebuild Disney, but what's there might be a lost cause. But, I mean, you would save a shit ton of money in wall material if you picked Florida. Because you'd only need to have to wall off the top of the panhandle. The rest of Florida, you just smoke anybody trying to escape in a raft. That's all. Anyway, I'm going to go pick up our grocery orders. We got 2 different grocery orders that I got to get picked up. 7:30 Central tonight. Please tune in for Live with Renee and I. All right? Take it easy.